Look at these three pictures, one of Donald Trump, one of J.B. Pritzker, and one of the leader of Cicada 3301, David. Let's start with Donald Trump. At first glance, you won't notice anything is too off, he seems like a normal fat man. But what happens when we look a little deeper and analyze with Forsonics? The first thing you'll notice is the massive amount of yellow and blue energy radiating from all over him. Yellow is the color of disease and pestilence, it's a sign that things are not well and something is very wrong with his insides. Donald Trump's entire torso is covered in this yellow substance, coating every part of his heart, lungs, and chest. It's clear that his massive weight and obesity have had a severe effect on his well-being, as he can barely stand up. Look at the pain in his face, he is clearly struggling and going through a pain he cannot express. This is what true misery looks like. Now, let's look at J.B. Pritzker. Pritzker is far more overweight than Trump is, massively so. It looks like he has trouble getting up and walking around, let alone running a state government. Once we look closer with Forsonics, the ugly truth is revealed. You can see the massive blue and purple energy within his body, one of the weakest colors in Forsonics, indicating a man of poor will and weak moral fiber. This is a man who does not have an honest bone in his body, and with this analysis, that is clearer than ever. The massive gut he stores is one of the biggest sources of his negative energy, looking like he's almost being pulled in an entirely different direction from where he started. He looks like he could keel over at any second, and should not be in any position of power. Now, let us look at an example of an extremely healthy and powerful man. This is David, the leader of Cicada 3301. Even without doing a deeper analysis, we can see the strength and body structure he has. The strong wingspan and tight abs combine to make the perfect portrait of a human male, both strong and capable. Now, what happens when we look at him in Forsonics? Immediately, you can see the strong red energy coming from his torso, the most powerful and beautiful energy one can possess. There are distinct rings of energy coming off from him at every angle, indicating he is shooting his powers out at such a high rate, that it cannot even be contained. Keep in mind, this is all with David at a resting and peaceful state, nowhere near exerting himself or coming close to the limits of his power. It gets even more interesting when you look at his pants, which radiate a pure black energy, indicating so much power that it cannot even be measured. This is because that area is the source of David's penis, where he draws most of his energy and the most in-demand aspect in regards to his relationship with the Arcturians. His energy is so great, you can see waves of it flowing out onto the ground and bouncing into the walls themselves. This is nothing for David, and what he produces on a regular basis. In fact, it's even more impressive and incredible than this.